The story starts with Faye, the main protagonist, fighting in the rain against a group of fighters. Despite his injuries, he displays his martial arts skills and fast reaction time, gaining the upper hand until he is overwhelmed and knocked down. In a flashback, we learn about Faye's past with his father running an orphanage and saving lost children, including a boy they found passed out and saved with acupuncture. Moving forward, the story delves into the dark times of the country, with unsafe work hazards and corrupt capitalism, leading to the formation of two gangs, the Black Tiger and North Sea gangs. Faye, also known as Little Fee, is a member of the Daredevil Warriors and aims to become one of the bosses of the Black Tiger gang. The gang is given the task to kill the leader of the North Sea gang, with the reward being named a Black Tiger and joining Master Lee's side as one of the Tiger Generals. Fast forwarding, we see Faye in an epic battle with the leader of the North Sea gang and managing to decapitate him with his own sword before escaping with the help of a fellow gang member's fireworks distraction. Currently, at the headquarters of the Black Tiger gang, everyone has gathered around an unconscious Fee, impressed by his achievements. Master Lee adopts him as his son and makes him a leader among the gang, instructing everyone that Fee is not allowed to die. He scolds his other sons for lacking the killer instinct that Fee possesses. Another member of the Daredevil Warriors takes care of Fee's injuries and insists on being his friend, although Fee is not sure if he agrees. As Fee recovers, he thinks back to his childhood, where he lost a girl named Little Fa to a gang member. Meanwhile, the new head of the North Sea gang, the son of its former leader, vows to take revenge.
No, I beg you to control yourself.
After some time, Fee settles into his role as a mob boss, with a side chick named Orchid. However, he regularly has nightmares about Little Fa, worried that she may have drifted into prostitution. We find out that a fire killed his father and burned down the orphanage where he grew up. At dinner, Fee is accepted by the gang as a member of the family, except for Evil North, who doesn't accept him, sparking jealousy among the brothers. When the Black Tiger gang is tasked with getting 300 bodies for a shipment across the sea, Master Lee accepts the offer, and he and Fee discuss how to lure out the new head of the North Sea. We gain insight into Fee's life after his father's death, where he and his brother were taken in by a monk and trained in martial arts. They later formed a group called the Orphan Gang. With this new information, Fee and Fiery, his childhood friend, and his gang ambush Old Snake for the golden key entrusted to him, beginning a plan many years in the making. Meanwhile, Fiery seems to be doing well, but Chun, another childhood friend, is hung up on Fee, causing tension among the crew. The Old Snake was quickly killed by crushing him with bamboo and kicking him into an outhouse. However, instead of stealing the key, they made a mold of it for their scheme. In the aftermath of Old Snake's defeat, the gold key was entrusted to North Evil, which added complexity to the plot. Knowing that Black Crow and North Evil disliked each other, Fee plotted against them by using the fake gold key. To ensure that Fee wasn't lying, Black Crow tested the key on the vault and foolishly revealed the location of the gang's money to Fee. With Black Crow successfully in their fold, Fee convinced him that North Evil was planning to betray the gang. Fee dropped information about the vault to his brother, and a plan to rob it began to unfold. That night, the lowered number of guards finally lured out the missing head of the North Sea gang, who tried to ambush Fee and Master Lee when they were seemingly alone. However, the two were martial arts masters and easily defeated the attackers. Across town, the Orphan Gang was causing chaos by setting buildings related to the Black Tiger gang on fire and luring out Black Crow. Many Black Tiger members tried to stop Fiery, but they were no match for him. With Black Crow separated from the rest of the gang, he was surrounded by Fee and his gang. Chun's parents were killed by Black Crow, and with the help of Fee, she finally took revenge and killed him. When Fee returned, he found Fiery strung up and bloodied. He was instructed to beat him up, but the commotion of the vault being raided drew their attention outside. Fee and Fiery took the opportunity to have one last conversation. Fiery had accepted his fate and knew that he must die to maintain Fee's cover. Despite Fee's arguments against it, he allowed Fiery's fate to unfold for the sake of their dream of freeing the slave trade. Upon Master Lee's return, He requests Fee to cut out Fiery's tongue, but Fee is interrupted when the Black Crow's body is brought in with a bruise in the same shape as the North Evil's cane. This situation makes Fee look suspicious, and when North Evil tries to interrogate Fiery, he kills himself against the sword pressed against his neck, making it look like North Evil is trying to cover up his tracks. This makes Master Lee even more suspicious of North Evil. Fiery's death deeply affects Fee as he questions whether everything they have been doing is worth it. With North Evil being one of the last sons alive, he is next in line for the throne. However, if he is killed, it'll make Fee the obvious suspect, especially if he has failed to locate the 300 missing workers they plan to sell. Sophie's little buddy overhears this, but decides to keep it to himself. At the harbor, he plays a blind man and tells a story that indicates the mole is on the premises. Upon hearing this story being told, Master Lee commands the storyteller to listen to each member's voice and pick out the voice that he recognizes. One by one, each member whispers into the man's ear. When it's Lee's turn, he tells the blind man that this group was the one that caused all the chaos. He covers for Fee and clears him of suspicion. That night, North Evil is interrupted by Orchid, who reveals that her real name is Fa. She lures him in with her charm, but at the last second, before he forces himself on her, she tries to kill him.
You want to kill me?
North Evil counters her attempt, and he drowns her in a bath before moving on to the next woman, Chun. However, Chun catches him by surprise and slits his throat, at the cost of Fa's life. Elsewhere, on one of Fee's escort missions with the boss, he discovers the whereabouts of the 300 missing slaves. Completely unaware of his friend's death, Fee doesn't take the news well and demands a revolution as recompense. With all the pieces falling into place, it's time to raise hell. Fee buries yet another childhood friend next to Fiery, and alongside his fellow oppressed orphans, they begin the Great Revolt, and in the midst of the chaos, everyone begins to take a side. Even his little buddy shows out, turning out he's not just a comic relief. His guerrilla fighters set the 300 slaves free, and together they march to the front of Black Tiger Gang's facility. Fee challenges Master Lee to a duel to avoid any more bloodshed. In order to set the people of the city free, Fee lights a couple of candles to burn down the entire dock. The fight between Fee and Lee is intense, with fights and tents falling from the ceiling. Fee manages to knock Lee off the rafters, but Lee refuses his help and allows himself to be engulfed by the flames. With the death of Master Lee, Fee opens up his own business and oversees a more just city run by him and his gang of orphans. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and turn on notifications if you want more videos like this.